Hello fellow guitarists, how are we? I hope you're doing very well today. I've got a cracker for you. I'm going to give you my go-to lick when I'm playing a major bar chord. Now, I was always kind of stuck with this shape. I didn't really know there was much I could do when I was playing a major bar chord. But I'm going to show you there's a lot you can do. I'm going to show you the lick. That is the foundation of the lesson. But I'm going to show you a few other things you can do when you've got this chord. And I'm going to give you a little progression to work on so you can practice all these ideas and maybe get some of your own ideas to do something. Alright, so it's a lovely little progression. I really hope you enjoy it. So let's just get into it right away. We're going to be playing a G7 for this. But you can play this in any key really, alright? I'm just choosing to play it in the key of G. Because I feel like a G today. Right, I'm going to stop talking. Right, we're going to basically hammer into this chord like this. Alright, and again this is like the E shape with your pinky off, right? Like an E7, barring the 3rd fret. I'm going to get the 3rd fret, I'm going to bar that, and I'm going to hammer on with these fingers, okay? Then I'm going to get the bass note. Then I'm going to stab down. And what that means is I'm going to do a big strum, and then I'm going to release pressure of the strings. And then I'm going to go into the lick, alright? Which is... No, it's not that, it's this. Alright? So, what I'm doing here, right, again I've got shape 2 of the minor pentatonic scale, or shape 1 of the major. Alright, I'm not going to get too into that. But basically you get this little box when you've got a bar chord, a major bar chord, or a dominant 7 bar chord like this. You have this little box. 5, 3, 5, 3, 4. Alright? And we can figure out what we can do with those notes. We can bend this note. Okay, that sounds really good. So we're going to bend that up, stop, and then bend it up again and back down again. So what I do is I bend it up, and then I stop it with my pick here. And then I come back down and I bend up and down again. Now when I'm bending, right, especially on an acoustic guitar, you don't want to just use one finger. You really want to get your 3 fingers under there and get this kind of motion when you're bending, right? Not just try to pull them up. Don't use your fingers. Try and use your wrist to bend those notes up. Alright. So bend up, stop, and then bend up and back down again. And pull off. Or you could just get the note if you can't really get it. Alright? And then I'm going to come to, with my 3rd finger, to 5 on the G. And then hammer on 3 to 4 on the G. And this is a really cool bluesy trick, right? Where you're hammering between the minor and the major 3rd. Alright? Which gives it that kind of minor to major bluesy feel. And then you're going to get the root here, the 5 on the D. Okay? So when you put that all together, we'll start again. Alright, a little bit slower. Picking the note. Alright. We're going to expand on that a little now and combine that with another chord. We're going to combine the G7 with an A minor 7, alright? Which is just like an A minor bar chord with your pinky off. And when you've got a minor chord, you've got shape 1 of the pentatonic scale on your doorstep as well. So I've got those notes I can play around with when I'm playing this. Alright, so I'm going to combine this lick into the A minor chord and see what I can do. Alright, so it's going to sound like this. So I'm going to break that down nice and slow. I'm just starting exactly the same. But this time when I get to 5 on the D, I'm going to slide that up to 7, back to 5, and then 7 on the A, and then I'm going to hammer in to my A minor chord. Okay, so nice and slow. Okay, and I'm just doing the exact same. Hammer on, bass, stab. One more time. Okay. And then I'm going to do this little lick in the minor pentatonic box. Alright. So all I'm doing there is I'm hammering on from 5 to 7 on the A and then the D. And then I'm going to do it on the G, but I'm also going to get the B string. Okay, I'm going to bar those two and hammer on to 7. Okay. And then to 7 on the D. And then I'm going to bar the D and G together. Do the exact same thing, this little double stop. And then 7 on the A. And back in again. So. Alright, so the whole thing, nice and slow, goes like this. Again. Alright. Now, just before I go, right, there's another little thing that you could add in with this chord. Now, again, you've got these two strings at the bottom, alright? What you could also do this little Hendrix move, right? I love this, and you can use this in any major bar chord shape. Bar the bottom two strings, hammer on from 3 to 5 on the B, getting both of the strings like that, right? And then we're going to get 5 on the G, and then we're going to make this little shape here. I'm going to take my index finger on 2 on the G, put my middle finger on 3 on the B, and I'm going to hammer on to that major third again, the 7, the 4 on the G chord, the G string. Can't even speak today. So I could do this instead, right? And then just get the 5 on the D, slide up to 7, and then instead of, it's kind of difficult to get into that B minor chord, or the A minor chord, sorry, so I could just get the bottom half of that. Alright, bottom 3 strings, just bar that. Alright guys, so I hope that's giving you some ideas to do with major bar chords. That is it. If you can't play bar chords, understand this is going to be a little bit difficult for you. I have got a course coming out soon called Guitar Ascension. It's going to be launching in the next 2 weeks, so keep an eye out for that, and I cover everything you need to know. Whether it's blues, lead guitar, theory, bar chords, it's all in there. So keep an eye out for that. Anyways, Take it easy, and I'll see you soon in the next lesson.